My name is Phillip Magin.
Hello, my name is Phillip Magin, and I'm the writer, director, and co-producer of Turn Me On, Dead Man. I was 15 years old, and it was about 8 years ago, and it was me, Jacob Surofsky, and Tyler Faison, and we did the We Three Puppet Circus. So we were street buskers going around Horton Plaza Mall doing a circus-themed puppet show, and I had this megaphone, and I was the ringmaster, and I was calling everyone saying, "Okay, We Three Puppet Circus," and then Jacob and Tyler were in the back with the puppets doing these crazy shenanigans, and we got people to come. People were sitting down donating money. Some people just left and didn't want anything to do with us, but we had such a great time, and we actually won Outstanding Street Theater Artist that year. And we were shocked, and we were all super young, and we thought that was the coolest thing ever. Then the next year, Jacob Surofsky had a full-fledged production, My Mother's in the Audience. And he selected me and Keon to be the children in that, and Jason Maddie was the director, and it was such a cool experience. I believe that you actually interviewed us after the preview performances then.
Well, the trick to performing bad Shakespeare is to know all the rules so then you can break all the rules. One of the most important elements early on when I was being directed by Jason Maddie was that we went over all the monologues the correct way, and so we could pin together like different areas where I could mispronounce words, screw up the scansion in the verse, and just go straight forward in like the most horrendous Shakespeare, so its comedic value and timing could just be perfect.
Should have died. Here, actor. There would have been a time for such a word.
Which was really a blast, and we performed that downtown in the Jeffrey off-Broadway Raw space, and we had such a great time with that. Then the next year, I produced my first show, Lady Windermere's Fam, at the 10th Avenue Arts Center. And so I had a whole cast and crew of all people around my age, and we did this show that was about a theater troupe in Britain that was producing an Oscar Wilde play, but everything goes wrong and everything goes haywire. And so that was the gist of that show. And then the next year I did Fulcrum, which was a show about high school students during a school lockdown in the aftermath of that happening. And that was a really cool show where we were in the Lyceum space that San Diego Rep uses, and we had a lot of people come in. We had reviews from Pam Cragen, we had a lot of write-ups from David Dixon, and we had a really great time. And that was the last time I did the Fringe Festival. It's been 5 years, so I'm super psyched to be back. I'm working with Jeffrey Ulysses Geisinger, who did a one-man show 3 years ago, who's been in all my other shows I produced. I'm working with one of my mentors, Jason Maddie. I'm working with such a talented cast and crew, and I couldn't be more proud of everything they're doing for the show. It's just so great to be able to produce original new works and have venues where, you know, it's not as expensive to put it up as it would be to just independently produce it, and to have such a great support network of other artists from locally, other states around the world that all go and support other shows. It's so great to have a show where it's a room full of artists and they plug their shows and you go see their shows, because as artists we get to see every show for free. And so we really get this wide array of dance shows, theater shows, comedies, dramas, musicals, plays, and it's just really wonderful to see everyone creating new uncensored art in a time frame of less than 1 hour. To just see all of this unfold over just, you know, a 10-day period. It's really magnificent. I was really influenced a lot by them. A lot of them were super kind to us. Overall, it was hard though, you know, to be a younger artist in the Fringe Festival. We didn't have the financial resources of other companies. Pretty much it was all just us like spending our own money or just begging our parents, please, we'll pay you back once we get our ticket sales and everything. And so it was really inspiring to just see, you know, how older artists would go about like promoting their shows and what kind of shows they would create that would sell well and that people found entertaining. And I think just for younger artists, it's so important to just try and put your work out there, because it's never going to be perfect the first time around, but with every show that I've ever produced or written, I've learned so much. Just from this show I'm doing right now, there's steps I'm going to take next time around to ensure that's even better process next time. So it's just constantly a learning environment, and I think it's so great to see people coming to these shows and having the reception and seeing what works and what doesn't. And it's just really great to see that, and it's really great to work with young people and people around my age. And it's just, Kevin and Sean have always been super supportive of me, of Jacob, of Jeffrey, and just, you know, younger artists just trying to throw themselves out there and try new things. And so I'm really grateful for that. A big piece of advice on how to fringe is to just, be open to any new kind of show or idea, Even if initially you read a description and you think, oh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna totally be engaged in the show, like, you don't know. Like, you may go in and find shows that blow you away. Because I know in my experiences, some years I saw upwards of 20, 30, even 40 shows. And there were some shows I went into that I just went in cold, and it was just such a magnificent experience. I've seen some amazing dance pieces that I normally don't see. I've seen stand-up, I've seen dramas, all these one-person shows that I never really saw much outside of Fringe. Like, they're incredible. And a lot of them are touring artists that have been all over, have won tons of awards. So the quality of shows in this festival is outstanding. And so I just would say, come in with open arms and be prepared for anything. Don't be offended by anything. Just, enjoy it and have a great time.
Thanks for watching. I'm Beth Accomando, and I love covering arts and culture for KPBS here in San Diego. If you want to see more of my coverage, then please hit the like and subscribe button and share. Thanks.